Welcome, I'm Sean Myers, Field CTO for Tintri. Today we'll be installing the remote VMware Client plugin version 1.2.0.2 for managing your Tintri VMware systems from inside a vCenter. Instead of one long video, there'll be two shorter videos. The first one is getting all the prerequisites out of the way and installed properly so you can actually do the install of the vSphere Client plugin. We're going to be following the instructions from the Tintri vSphere Web Client remote plugin features and install guide, which is available on the support portal. Starting with vSphere 8, customers can no longer install plugins directly onto your vCenter server and now have to install it all remotely. At Tinch, we've decided to provide the plugin as a Docker container, which will allow easier installation and easier upgrades later on. This first video is all about getting Docker installed and set up on the repository. I'm going to be using Ubuntu in this video, and the instructions on the document are for Ubuntu as well. None of these steps in the video are specific to Tintri. The second video is where we'll actually install the plugin. So feel free to skip this video if you already have Docker set up. You can also use just about any flavor of Linux you want. The commands might be slightly different from what you see here. So let's get started. I'm going to do a lot of copy and pasting because, well, you don't want to suffer through my horrible typing skills. So first of all, let's just go make sure what version of Linux I'm actually running, if I can figure out how to copy and paste. And as you can see, Ubuntu 2204. Next, we're going to go ahead and just make sure everything is nice and patched, and we've got update all the apt packages. Okay, apparently I didn't copy. Obviously, pass my password, full of sudos, and some things were installed and updated. All right, so now we're going to install the packages to allow the use of the repository over HTTPS. Again, I'm following these right out of the guide, i.e. if I go in the guide, table of contents, Docker installation Ubuntu. And these are exactly the commands we're going to be doing. So we're doing the Docker installation processes. Already upgraded, everything is clean on this. And now we're going to do basically install the Docker's official GPG keys. Again, thankfully I can copy and paste much better than I can actually type. And installation. And lastly, we're going to do some basically permission changes for the files. All right, that's all done. So now we're going to do actually add the repository process. And this command is actually fairly long. When I copied and pasted the first time, I actually had some problems with the with spacing and other characters being in there. So I had to do it once, and I had to actually copy to the notepad and clean some things up a little bit. But it installed fine this time. Now we're going to go make sure it's all updated and ready to go. Everything looks good. Reading some packages and done. So now we've finally gotten to the point where we're ready to go ahead and install Docker. And yes, we're going to go take up 500 gig more for 500 gig, 500 megabytes of space, and it's going to download it fairly quickly. I could probably hum the theme song to Jeopardy while this is going on, but I don't want to bore you or make your ears hurt too much. All right, it's done, installed. Let's go ahead and go verify the version. See, I'm running now 22.7 or yeah, 27.2. We're good to go. So let's go ahead and get it started. And lastly, let's go make sure it's enabled. This is the last step. Now, basically, everything is done from the prerequisite wise. All right, and that's all there is to it. So now, again, I followed all the instructions from there. You should be able to follow them yourself. This is more for those who are just running a little confusion and have any concerns or questions about how this all works. The next video Join us for that one, and we'll actually go through the detailed processes of actually installing and registering the vCenter VMware client plugin into this Docker container. So join us next time. Thank you. Appreciate it.